I've been a fan of the Sega Mega Drive and the Sega Genesis since it originally came out, and I've been collecting for it for over 30 years now. In fact, just a few years ago, I decided to put my collecting into warp speed and collect every single Sega Mega Drive and eventually every single Sega Genesis game as well. And once a month, I share with you everything that I've managed to add to this awesome collection. My name's Mike, and this is the Retro Gamer Boy Show. Welcome back, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit all the different YouTube buttons here to vanquish your enemies. So this is my Sega Mega Drive collection, and it goes all the way around the room. I collect everything from the classic old games that originally came out, to brand new games that are being developed now, to hardware and peripherals that are also available for this awesome console. And today we're going to be looking at about 10 new games that I've purchased, a mix of old games and brand new games that have just been released for the console. This is the Mega Drive Collector's Edition. To start off with, we've got another cardboard boxed Sega Mega Drive game. This is Turrican. Box is in okay condition, except this is a bit damaged here, so at some point I might swap it out for another version. But let's get the plastic cover off that I put these in. I got this way below what it's currently going for, which is good. This is the kind of thing I like to pick up. I don't like to pay kind of over the odds for games. I kind of like to play the going rate, and this was actually a little less. So not in horrific condition for, you know, a cardboard box games. Cardboard box games really suffer, especially the Sega Mega Drive ones. There were so few of them, but yeah, that's the thing that kind of irks me the most. A little bit of scuffing around the edges and the corners is to be expected with these games. But inside, the rest of it is in great condition. Lovely manual there, and here is Turrican. Fantastic game, although playing it back, I don't remember it being that hard. It's super tough. I really struggled playing it, but I still got a lot of nostalgia for this game. Second box game, Universal Soldier. So Universal Soldier here. Never played it before. Got it at the same time as Turrican, about like a day later. Again, really decent price for it. Well under what a lot of people are playing for this type of game. Box is in good condition actually. Again, there's slight bits of scuffing along the side here. And in the future, if I find a better version, I might swap it out. But for these cardboard ones, it is challenging to get them even in one piece. So, this game, I didn't realise, is a shameless reskin of Turrican. I mean, it's made by the same people, but shameless. It doesn't even really follow the Universal storyline. It's even got the enemies from Turrican in there. But the game's in great condition. But yeah, I was amazed at how much of a shameless reskin this is. Reskins can be really good. Reskins can be excellent. But this one here, it pretty much doesn't even disguise the fact that it's Turrican in Universal Soldier clothing. Newman Haas IndyCar Racing featuring Nigel Mansell. This is, well, it's an IndyCar game, racing game, but it's brilliant. I absolutely loved it. At least arcade mode. I played arcade mode, and I played it for a good, 3 hours? Really enjoyed this one. The control in it is fantastic. Love the tracks. It got a real sense of speed from it as well. And it's got some really nice 3D elements, which gives the track a feeling of being in 3D as well. But really surprised by this. I thought this would just be another generic racer, but turned out to be actually one of my favorite racers on the Sega Mega Drive. Another racer here. This is Double Clutch. This is a European exclusive. It's in okay condition, a little bit of damage on the manual there, but not too worried about that sort of thing. It's okay. It's kind of like a top-down racer, like Micro Machines, nowhere near as good. The reason I got this one though is I wasn't going to get it because the box here is damaged, but I'll replace that. But it's part of this pack only, and I'm collecting all of the sub-collections that are part of these pack-only ones. So I'm quite happy to have picked this up, and again, for a next to nothing price. So a couple more of these to collect, and then I'll have the full pack-in games that you've got with some of the Mega Drive 2s. Fatal Rewind, I've wanted this game for the longest time, never had it as a kid, loved the front covers, thought it was a completely different game based just on the front cover art. It's like a side-scrolling kind of platformy game with an interesting mechanic where you've got to work your way up to the top. It's a game show, and in this game show you have to survive. There's like a lava pit that's flowing upwards, and you basically have to get to the top of the screen. So it's a platform shooter type game. I personally was quite underwhelmed by this. I know there's people that absolutely love Fatal Rewind, but I had different expectations, I think, from this game. Populous! Love Populous. I love the God games on the Mega Drive. I know a lot of people find them a bit slow. I absolutely love these games. They were kind of bread and butter at one point in my Mega Drive gaming life back in the 90s. This is a Mark 1 EA box. I call it Mark 1, I don't know what else you call it. A Gen 1 box. They're made out of a flimsier plastic. They're bigger than your normal Mega Drive box. Kind of more cheaply made. Again, you can get this in a more modern, I think like the Gen 2 boxes, or Type 2 boxes, or whatever we want to call it. You can get it in one of those as well, but I wanted to get it in the original box that it originally came in. And I think it's about 3 or 4 games that came in this style of box. But yeah, absolutely huge fan of Populous. Although, trying to play it again, I really need to sit down and do a how to play, because it is tough. So many controls. The problem with all these God games, they're not easy to get back into. The last of the Micro Machines games, I have the full Micro Machines series now. This is another J-Cart. If you're in the States, you wouldn't have got this, I don't think. The J-Cart allowed you to have up to 4 players. And I think this is 8 players even. No, 1 to 4. 1 to 4 players. Oh no, it is up to 8 players. It's 8 players on this, which is astounding. 96 was a fantastic Micro Machines, and this one comes with everything. We've got the manual, and inside here, let's open these up. So inside there I have the winner certificates. You get a few of these winner certificates. You get the invites, so you can invite people around. And then I think, what's this one? This is a score card. Oh no, it's the password card. So there's a ton of stuff that you got with these Micro Machine games, and this one comes complete. King's Bounty, this literally has just arrived, so I've not had a chance to play it. Never played it back in the day. RPG game, I think. Definitely looks very RPG. Looks maybe a little bit real-time strategy as well. So I have to give this a good few hours to go through this. Great quality, actually. Really happy with the condition of this game. Quite looking forward to playing it, actually. I do like my RPGs on the Sega Mega Drive. Next up, Starflight. Now, I've always had Starflight in the collection. What I didn't have is the manuals and map for it. So we've picked up the map finally. So it just shows you where everything is. This one's got a little bit of writing on there. I've left it. It's only in pencil. I could have rubbed it out, but I've left it in there. Kind of gives it a little bit of history to the actual game. And then here is the manual. And again, that's in pretty decent condition. There's only a few games that I have that do not have manuals. I think maybe 20, and they're probably 20 that I bought in the early 2000s. But slowly going through and picking up the manuals. Mostly what I try to do is find loose manuals, but I am open to, if I'm really struggling to find a manual, I am open to kind of finding a game, rebuying a game that's got the manual and then selling the one that doesn't. But for the most part, I've just settled down and gone in for the long haul and tried to wait for manuals to turn up and reunite them with an actual box. I've done the same for Centurion, another EA game that I didn't have the manual for. Now I do, and it actually came with some other gubbins as well. I'm not sure. I think this is a US. Yeah, this is a US leaflet that it came with. I don't know why it came with a US one. We've got a US leaflet there, and then the PAL manual there, and it's in pretty decent condition as well. Again, loose manual reunited with a game. Now, a couple of games that are non-official. Finally got Cheryl Perils. This is the physical game. Doesn't come with a manual, but and it comes with a Genesis sticker. I wish they did them in PAL as well, but comes in a Genesis sticker. It's an okay game. if you haven't seen this, check out the preview that I did for it. The core mechanics are brilliant in it. The subject and story are like, they're okay. It's a little weird, the subject matter and the universe they set you in, but the gameplay mechanics are really solid. This I got from a colleague who works in the games industry. This is Chips Challenge. This is from Epix. They're an old school developer back in the, I think maybe late 80s and 90s. I haven't played Chips Challenge yet. I need to get in there and play Chips Challenge. We get a manual with it, and then we get the cartridge as well. And last, but by no means least, Metal Dragon has arrived. This is my copy. I purchased it. I didn't get any free copies for doing my previews. I rarely get anything free for doing my my previews. 1 or 2 of them I have, but this one I backed and purchased. Really, really enjoying it. It's really a well-made game, right? And it's definitely of its era. You know, it's one of these early 90s shoot 'em up games. It comes with some really cool stuff. We've got the manual. It's a full gloss manual here, full color manual as well. There's a ton of really cool things in there. It tells you about the game and all the backers they've got for it. So really cool to have that. And then there's also these cards that you get, postcards. Let's have a look at these. So this is in these are cards from the intro. It's such a great game. If you've not picked this up, I definitely recommend it if you like your shmups. Now it is in the vein of those early 90s shmups, shoot 'em ups, vertical shoot 'em ups. So if you like those types of games, this is definitely for you. And that's everything that I've picked up for this month. So there's some great games that I've added to the collection, and some of those new games that have come out, Metal Dragon, games like that, are absolutely awesome. It's another sub-collection that I've just added to this huge collection of games that I'm already picking up. Now, over the next couple of months, I'm hoping to add some of the Genesis exclusives to the collection as well, so we'll be able to take a look at those. Now, if you're new to the channel and you like what you've seen, you like your retro gaming, you like your Genesis and Mega Drive, why not consider subscribing? You can do this by clicking on a little icon just below this video. And we put out brand new videos every single Monday. And so you don't miss one, you can click on a bell also just below this video. Now, if you can't wait until our next show, don't worry, we've got a huge back catalogue of retro gaming videos, 2 of which you can enjoy over here.